New York City does not do housing first.
There's nothing that even resembles what really housing first involves, which is more or less immediate placement into housing and then provide support services to keep people housed.
In the model of supportive housing, HRA has put up so many barriers to get the most vulnerable people inside.
In order to get people into safe havens and work on supportive housing, we need to be able to document our clients' chronic homelessness, and that can be quite difficult.
Street homelessness is very hard to document. The city does not want to count street homelessness unless you literally have a letter from an outreach provider. They've been on a DHS outreach caseload where they're like, yes, we knew this person was homeless.
Once we get verification of the client's chronic homelessness, we're able to start working on the other parts of the supportive housing application.
They would need certain, some of my credentials, birth certificate, photo ID, social security card. I would need a tuberculosis test, and they would then see if I qualified for what was called a 2010E, which is their supportive housing application.
What typically happens once you complete a psychosocial or 2010E and you go through an evaluation to see what your eligibility looks like, it really is a process of taking that paperwork and handing it off to providers or DHS, the agencies, and it's a waiting game.
From what I've gathered about the supportive housing process, it's a little choppy.
And it's actually a really difficult and bureaucratic process, and it takes years. And that is not a housing first model.
An individual in a home is in much better shape to address whether it's a mental or emotional problem or trauma or substance abuse problem than if they are on the street.
I just really, I hope that someone can find like their inner human and like see that this is not a practice that puts marginalized and homeless folks first. And it just really puts up barriers to accessing any type of housing.
And housing first started here. And I really think it could return with the right, with the right leadership. And sadly, we haven't had it so far. Most of the